2. Welcome to another episode of The Dragon's Den. I am your host, Dragon's Fury, aka Show, aka There's More. And as always, I am here with Infernal.
Ah!
Oh my god, he is so bad at his cue. You'd think we would have it by now. Also, we'd like to thank everybody who has been watching the episode. This doesn't exist without you guys. Well, technically it does, but you get the point. Also, we have been added...
He likes the attention.
I do like the attention. It's fun. We've added to Apple Podcast. So that is under review and processing. So as soon as that gets cleared, it will show up on there. So we'll be on 3 platforms. We'll be on Spotify for podcasters, regular Spotify, but they're 2 of the same thing.
Hilarious the process that occurred to get that.
Yeah, facts. Google, and then we'll have Apple. So you'll have all the possibilities of hearing the show. You can share with whoever and however you so choose. And yeah, so we're just going to kick right into it with the topic of the day, which is going to be... There it is. Easter eggs gone wrong and collection quests. So for those who are deep in the completionist, like Mermaid is, or the gluttons for punishment, like Infernal is, you have these kinds of quests that take a lot of time and require a lot of searching, to put it mildly, for various items of such. And we also have a surprise segment from Infernal because I told him he needs to contribute more. And so we'll find out what that segment's about later.
We know my brain doesn't operate most of the time.
Well, that's why we're improving upon it. We're doing better. This is episode 15 for us. We've been at this for some months now. Well, episode 15 of regular episodes. We're on, what, 6 for subs? So you got 15 here, 6 for the subs. Yeah, 6 or 7. You have the Discord and all that fun stuff. So, if you want that, $5. Hit that subscribe link. Alright, so... Obviously, you know, I gotta kick things off the way I always do for topics that are related. Skyrim. The biggest middle finger of a quest is the one for the stones of Bonzaya.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind when you said collection quest.
It
better ass.
Sucks. It sucks. Because not only is this quest the biggest letdown of a reward, the biggest letdown, it has to be done at the beginning of the game. So you can't even do this quest fully as a new person, as a new player. You can't just hop in the Skyrim, start learning everything, start playing the game, start enjoying yourself, start building your character how you would like, because you've already fucked up. You've already fucked up. And that's bullshit. A quest should be able to be completed at any point in time if it's not designatedly, you know, time sensitive. Like, if you're on a time limit, fine, you know, you have to complete it in such a time mode. Other than that, I shouldn't have to do jack shit otherwise. I could just, like, start it up and be like, oh, I've been finding these items around the map. Ooh, are there more? Yes. I should be able to go around the map and continue that no matter at what point I so choose to do this. Not the Skyrim quest. They say, fuck you, because one of the first fucking stones is in the beginning of the first few missions you do, and you would never fucking notice because no one is looking fucking behind them after they just got through fighting a fucking troll. Like, what?
Okay. I was trying to think of what mission you were talking about, and it was when we got air quotes, invited to the party.
Yes. Which is like the what is it? The freaking
That's like,
third mission, big mission, because you go looking for the stone, you can't fucking find it. You go get it, which is all in the same of looking for the stone. So all that nonsense with her is one. And then you go find what's his face in the shithole. And then you go get quote unquote invited to the party.
yeah.
So like you've already fucked up if you didn't know that was there early on. Also, things that I have problem with this quest, it forces you to do things that you may necessarily not want to do, and I don't think that's fair. I don't think you should be forced into a storyline or a playstyle just to complete a quest. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, because that specifically that one's like if you were not stealthy in any way, you had a little army up your buttocks.
Yeah, and that's just that mission. I was referring to having to go to the Thieves Guild, having to do the Brotherhood, having to what's it? Do the Palace, the Blue Palace.
Oh yeah.
Like the
We
fuck.
need you to go. We need you to go check out this den.
It's like, hey, we need to go check out this. Like, if obviously you could get to those places without, well, except the Brotherhood, because you still have to do the Brotherhood quest line to get access to the sanctuary in some facet.
Yeah.
Same with the Thieves Guild. You still had to get access to it in some facet. So you still had to go through the beginning missions just to gain access to them in some form. And then you could get to the one in the Blue Palace if you wanted a shitty time. You could just go straight to where it is. But if you didn't want a shitty time, you needed to do the mission for it so that you had free reign to go wherever you wanted in the palace. So yeah, it freaking terrible. Yeah. So that's how we start this, just pure unadulterated anger towards a quest that just like I say number 2 would be that Genshin one you guys are doing.
I don't remember which one that was referring to. The Arnara quest.
I don't know what they were called. I just remember you guys were just like being a pain in my ass about it because you're like constantly talking about it. And I was like, can we talk about anything else?
It's like I don't like Genshin. I'm trying to remember because like there's various stuff in Genshin that happened. I'm gonna assume it was the Arnara quest because it was a very long quest and a lot. I finished the quest. I haven't found all the little mushroom things yet. But yeah, no, like with Genshin, if we're talking about collecting specifically, it's like all the Oculuses, like floating things or hidden things throughout the map. Like, yes, there are people that 100% all of them, like in day one, you people are insane. But then there's the casual players like me, that still has not found all of them, and I'm like, how did people find this without a guide?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
those are the people that scare me. Is that the ones that complete all these things without a guide when it's like the most complex thing ever.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. What's another one? The Breath of the Wild one.
Which one was that?
I'm trying to remember. I didn't play. There was a collection one.
Oh, oh god, what the hell are those little things called? My brain. I am putting my.
They were like were they like berries or something? I don't know. I don't remember.
Korok seeds.
Yeah, there we go. The seeds. Yeah, that.
Yeah,
Oh god.
I remember that one. Yeah, I did not like the Korok seeds. I think I got like a quarter way through Breath of the Wild. Then I took a pause. I like do for a lot of games, unfortunately. Yeah, no, like with the Korok seeds, like you literally needed to like there were, God, I don't even know how many there were in the game, but it's like you needed like a good chunk of them just to get more hearts, um, just so you can at least survive in the game. Um, Plus you need hearts to be able to get the Master Sword because Master Sword literally drains your life when you're trying to pull it out.
Which,
That
frankly, is just ridiculous in and of itself.
yeah.
Um,
Plus it's also the fact that the Master Sword could break.
gotta love it.
Like you would think the most powerful weapon in Hyrule would be unbreakable, but no.
I wouldn't say necessarily unbreakable, but the
Well,
fact that it's breakable on an easy terminology, definitely
yeah,
problematic.
yeah. Because if I remember right, like the Master Sword literally breaks and is just gone forever. Like I forget. Like if I'm wrong, please let me know. Because I never got the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild, as I said I only got quarter of the way through. Um, but yeah, no.
Yeah, it's freaking wild. Um, so yeah, I just
Now
so
we want to talk about a collection that is not too stressful but can be stressful. Um, you'll find this out in Code Vein, the uh blood codes? Yeah, blood codes. The um the little vessels you grab to get more powers
oh
and like
the blood
little
beads.
no, not blood beads. The messages. There we go. I think of the right word.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
Whenever I get back to Code Vein,
yeah. So because this isn't really a spoiler. Basically in Code Vein, you have vestiges thrown all over the maps. And once you collect all of them, you get to see the memories of the various revenants that you have met or don't know, and basically get more powers. Now, what I didn't realize the first go around, is that you need to collect all the vestiges to get the good ending. If you miss even one, you get the regular ending, which I was like, no, I'm getting the good ending.
Mm.
So I literally went back through and just like, I must get good. And some of the locations of these vestiges are in areas that I hated.
Got to love it.
Like literally, um, I can't say where some of them are. You talked to what was his name? Dan's, the dude in the white armor at the church.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least once.
Okay, so basically you talk to him and he'll send you into missions in the underground, basically little dungeon areas that you can go into, fight enemies, and at the end like fight a boss or like a little boss or something. Get some rewards, you know. Yeah, they put some of the vestiges in those areas, and a lot of the ones that they put them in are copies of bosses we fought throughout the story. So like the butterfly bitch, for example.
Oh, not the butterfly bitch. If
So
I
it's like
could, I would just skip over that. I'd just be like, I don't want to fight you. And next step in story.
boss is activated yet, but I see her just staring me down, and I'm just like, do I have to kick your ass again?
How many times do I need to teach you this lesson, old man?
Sit down.
Sit down. No, say. There's what is it? There's one in Borderlands. I don't know which Borderlands. I just remember seeing a video on TikTok per usual, and someone got the last one, and it's Tina like being like, "All right, let's get to the." Wait a minute. Was that the last one?
Oh,
And she's just like
Tina's
baffled.
Wonderland.
Um,
Yeah, Tina's Wonderland game. Basically, D&D and Borderlands fused together.
and so she's just like the fact that she's like, oh, okay, well, you have no life. We didn't, make anything for anyone to do all this. Like, it's ridiculous. Which
And it's
leads
like,
me
yay!
into my next thing I wanted us to just rant about is who in their right mind comes up with these things?
Yeah, no, that's a Great question. It's like either they want to see the world burn, or they're just like, what is the most tedious thing we can put in that will keep people busy?
Right. I was like, okay, I love a good Easter egg hunt.
Yeah,
Um,
Halo had a couple good ones.
I love a good like, oh hey, if you go here and you look at this thing, it's a nod to this, right? I love those. Those are nice. Those are worth it. Those are nice little pockets of happiness.
Yeah, Destiny 1 had a Easter egg to the Master Chief on Mars, I think.
And then again in two, in the Eternity area.
Oh, that's true.
And so it's like, all right, cool. Easter eggs are fine or whatever. But these long-winded collection quests that it's like, oh hey, find all 100 secret gnomes in the garden, and you're just like, but why?
And once you're down to that one gnome, it's just like, where the heck is it?
Right, and it's okay. There's so many things wrong with these quests that, like, in their existence for me. Like, I'll try to like keep some semblance of like logical like thinking on this because it's just so aggravating. So it's like one, like, typically most of them, like outside of Skyrim, you have it where you can do it, like, for the most part you can do it whenever, right? And so it's like, okay, you have this like random thing, and then like you'll naturally find them just progressing through the story, which is how those little sick fucks get you, because they're like, we'll put it in obvious places that will be found if you're, extra careful. Like if you're just kind of admiring everything and taking everything in, you'll find these things. But if you're like speed running through, or like it's your first time, you're not going to find it, right? Whatever, cool. And then you have the other ones where it's like they're in these locations that are nowhere near anywhere anyone would look, to the side point being how the fuck anyone finds them on accident. Because like you said, how does anyone find these things without a guide, right? How it, like and then so you have that,
especially with Skyrim, with how big that game
oh
is.
my goodness. And then you have where it's like, oh, okay, so now you have it over this giant map, right? Giant map trying to find these things. And it's always like a stupid number. It's either too little that it's like, it's not worth my time looking for all of these things in this large of a world, or there's too many where it's like, yeah, it's spread out and, a nice amount, covered in this world because it's big, but there's so many that I'm spending more of my time looking for these things than I am playing the game anymore. And yes,
Yeah.
there's the argument of it's being in-game content of just something you can do after you've done everything else. I get it.
Well, the issue with that statement is like, yes, you have like new games and stuff. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do a playthrough of just trying to complete this. It's like, okay, but like going back to the Skyrim one, because that's the one I'm most familiar with, like the crown with all the jewels. It's like, it like, let's say you want to do that one playthrough, like some of the jewels got locked behind quests. So like, if you miss it during that quest, you can't go back and get it.
Right, and it's like, oh my god. Also, the freaking weight of that stuff. It's like,
Oh yeah.
okay, if you
Half
have that
pound per.
mechanic, yeah, now you're literally, I'm stuck, especially with that quest specifically, I'm stuck with 50 of my weight capacity taken.
Well, if you get all of them, it's 12.
And it's just like,
Because they're only half a pound, right?
No.
They weren't? I thought they're half a pound.
No. They were full. Hold on. To the interwebs. I don't remember because they're
the power of the Googles.
Stone of Beat. There we are. Let's see here. I don't remember. It's been so long. I've done it once and I hated it. Okay, yeah, you're right. Half a pound. Let's see here. And there's 24 of them.
Yeah, so if you had all of them, you'd be carrying 12 pounds.
Right. So
it doesn't sound like a lot, but in Skyrim it is.
it is, especially if you don't build like into your capacity, like your stamina, right?
If you don't build the
stamina. So yeah, sorry about the like clear gross thing of misinformation there, but we fixed it.
Sorry, Magic users.
But for the fact that this damn thing is absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. The perk you get from it is just finding extra gems in the location that would be, you know, higher value. But at a certain level, it doesn't
by that point,
fucking matter.
yeah, like at that point, you're already rich, most likely.
Well, even if you're not rich, you're because gems and their rarity scale with you.
Yeah.
So at that time you find all 24 and have gone through everything that you need to do to get all 24 of these motherfucking things, you've leveled a significant amount that if you haven't hit a point where you're just naturally finding high level gems, you don't get much out of it for that ability. Like, it's so underwhelming of a perk. And to literally have all of this stuff just in your inventory, just there, it's aggravating. And it's just like, oh my god, why? And what's funny, now, to its credit, the lore of these are hilarious to me. Everyone collectively was like, I only have this because it's rare. But I know it ain't shit without the rest. But no one went looking for any more.
Because I knew it'd be a pain in the butt.
No, like, even the people who could hire other people to do it didn't even do it. They were just like, yeah, it just kind of showed up in, like, a shipment one time. Yeah, my guy Todd just kind of like, hey, we, like, found this in a barrel somewhere. Like, no, it's so fucking useless. I hate it. It's, terrible. What was it? So, you have all that stuff. And then, when you have, and especially if it, I think, the Skyrim one, at least it gives you something. When they just give you a trophy in, like, the gaming system and, like, you know, Xbox Live or, like, PS Plus, and that's all you get, or, like, the Steam, like, trophy or whatever, achievement, like, badge, whatever, if that's all you get for completing the quest, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you put this in here?
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. It's back to the same. It was just, like, just giving people something to do at endgame and, just trying to fill up the achievement slots.
Which, again, is only for the whatever percentage of gamers that are the completionists, which, again, I find to be watch list criteria. Because if you're spending that much time to complete something 100%, are you having fun anymore? Or are you just trying to feed a urge that can't be quelled because you will always have something that you find that you haven't completed yet?
Yes.
Got it. You are on a watch list, so point stands.
Unfortunately, I have not really 100% in most games. The one game I did 100% was Destiny 2 when it first came out, and then it's just like once they added more achievements, I'm like, I'm good.
I don't even think I have 100% anything or have ever wanted to 100% anything. There's nothing. I'm not saying it won't happen.
Apex?
That was by accident.
I mean, you still did it.
Technically, I still did it. But they've added so much other stuff, so the collection is, not complete. Because I only have one heirloom. And there's how many now?
Well, I'm referring to, like, achievement-wise.
Oh, yeah, but those aren't even achievements. Those are literally just, hey, you've played enough. Here you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think technically, yeah, I've completed those 100%.
I'm not,
but that wasn't even on purpose.
Well, yeah, but specifically when it comes to, like, 100%ing Apex in terms of collection, if you are someone that has done that, what is your bank account looking like right now? That is what you
Um,
should be asking yourself.
Fantastic, because whoever stayed with Apex from the beginning till now is someone who invested in crypto, got in, made their money, got out before it crashed, and then is now spending it on every heirloom that comes after.
Yeah, because there are so many.
I would like them to stop putting them behind paywalls. That'd be great.
That would be nice.
Because like here, this is what I don't like about that system, as we deviate completely from what we were talking about.
You know, it happens.
Is that you it's like, okay, they're put them in the Apex packs, right? So, but there's different types of Apex packs, which is fine. Like you have like the legendary ones, which guarantee you a legendary one, and then event ones, etc. That would more likely give you the event things that are going on. That's perfectly fine. It's great because the reality is that I don't want packs from an event and then not get the shit that's in the event, because that's bullshit. Then I'll just, grind out the regular packs that come as time goes, as I just play and whatever, right? Cool. But to not be able to get any more without putting hundreds of dollars in is bogus.
Yeah.
Because I've put in a bunch of time, like, because it's like I put in the money for the pass, and I've been playing to gain that money back, as the incentive of like completing the pass is that you gain your money back with a little extra, right? Well, I don't want to put my little extra into the minimal of chances of getting a melee weapon skin for a character that I play. Like, yeah, they're great and all, but the reality is like, unless you're like me, which most people might be, that you purposely whip that thing out just out of disrespect, they just kind of exist because a lot of the times you're in a gunfight, and so you're not really in a position where you can be like, oh hey, I got this secret animation of a pork chop when I beat someone over their head.
That I still can't believe that's freaking Mirage's thing.
It is the greatest thing ever, and I love it. And I need to start playing on my Xbox account again so that I can go around and try to pork chop people. But I also need a new Xbox because that thing is like freaking busted.
I could say the same for my PlayStation.
And so I was like, come on. And then what's even more aggravating is that they're adding even more like unique things, like the Evolution Mythic skins are so nice. And obviously it's not an original idea, but who fucking cares? It's the fact that you implemented it in a unique way that makes it matter.
Yeah, no, it's like they all look good.
Because it's like the evolution skins on the weapons are yes. I love all of my evolution skins I have.
It gives a reason to grind the pass.
And like I use those weapons religiously just to have the evolution go off. Like I need it. I need it. Like I need another one for the wingman. If you're listening, Apex, give me another wingman evolution skin. Thank you. And yeah, it's just
give a carbine one, please.
Yeah, we do need another carbine one. I think I think it only has one, and that was the original evolution skin.
Yeah, I've done. Help.
Send help. Yeah, but I don't know. That was it. All right, so it's time. What secret segment do you have for us, good sir?
Oh, Jesus. Well, a little backstory first. When Dragon sent me a message saying, "Hey, think of something," and I'm like, it's the middle of the day. I see this, my brain just shuts down. I literally sent him a GIF of a blue screen occurring because I'm like, this is my brain. So, right now, the only thing I can think of that came to mind was, because it started popping up recently, was Shokugeki no Soma stuff. Mostly a lot of the recipes being made, and not gonna lie, a bit hungry. Um, but I guess I am curious. If you were able to choose, say, like 1 to 3 dishes that you have seen or have heard of in the Shokugeki no Soma series, which ones would you choose?
Good. What the fuck is that?
Food Wars.
Oh, um,
Sorry, I'm so used to saying the Japanese name.
yeah, I didn't watch Food Wars. I watched 2 minutes of the first episode and said no.
I will send you this real quick, just to give some examples.
I spent
I know your dad watched it.
he did. He regrets it. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if Nightwolf regrets watching Crew Wars, but he definitely
I mean, I can
put
I will,
some like
I
I
mean,
warned him.
yeah. When you told me that he put that on, I'm just like immediate first episode came to mind. I'm like, oh no. It's like great recipes in the show. Do they go over top with how they experience it? Yes. Um, but like
Alright.
they're, but yeah, what I sent you is just a couple exampple. Obviously there's a lot more throughout the show,
Right. Yeah.
but these are ones that they deem are makeable like relatively easily.
Alright. So off rip, the first one I saw that I was like, alright, this looks reasonable. I can get behind this. Is the what is this? The Chalapin steak.
Yes. Jalapeno steak don. Yeah, no. That's a good looking dish right there.
So
Um
that would be one. Uh
for those that are listening, if you want, when we say that what it's called, maybe look it up. You can find some pictures. But basically, what a jalapeno steak don is a bowl of rice with it's like a steak of your choice with roasted onions, scallions, and that kind of stuff. Like it's like if you've had a donburi like at an Asian restaurant, you have an idea of what we're talking about. I've had a similar one in actually relatively recently. Very good food.
the second one, which seems like a safe choice for people of my basic nature,
The
would
basic bitch
be
nature.
the gotcha roasted pork.
There's actually a funny story about that. I actually tried making that before.
Did it did it succeed, fail, like when we did the pulled pork attempt and there
Oh,
was
geez.
just so much meat.
So much meat and so much liquid. Like, good God.
So much meat that Arby's
so-
would have sued us.
Yes. Yeah, look out at me. No, you don't. But so, I actually had to do 2 attempts at this. Sacred, he made it too. His sauce came out better than mine. Just because I also went cheap on it. But it took me 2 attempts for the gotcha roasted pork. For those that are wondering, instead of it being a actual pork, it is, if I'm right, like mashed potatoes on the inside, wrapped in bacon. You bake it in the oven until you get relatively crispy bacon, and the juice from the bacon will seep into the potatoes. And when you actually eat it, it's almost like you're eating like a pork roast. That's why it's called gotcha roasted pork. But yeah, the first time I attempted to make this, I forgot about the potatoes, and not in the manner of, oh, I just forgot to buy them. No, I forgot they were on the stove.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So when I went to go check on it, I'm just like, oh shit, the bottom of the pot was red. I lifted it up. Molten metal fell onto the stove.
Oh my god. How did the pot not burn?
It was a shitty pot, just saying. But
Wait.
yeah, yeah, it's like I got distracted by something. I'm better now.
He's lying.
I am better when it comes to cooking. But yeah, no, the water had completely evaporated, the pot misted, and yeah, it was one hell of an experience. The second go of it though, made sure to watch it very intently. Potatoes came out great. Ozzy, it came out very good. Maybe at some point I'll try to make it so you can try a dragon.
All right. Maybe
Hopefully,
not. Who knows?
hopefully with a less melted pot.
What? Yes, less melted pot. And then the third one on my list would be the French curry lobster rice with the cognac.
Jeez. Yeah, probably the most expensive option.
Obviously, because your boy likes some lobster and all things that are involved in that. So those would be my top three of this list that was provided to me via you. Yeah. That's my thing. I would say in the let us know if you are a Food Wars fan, if you know the various recipes. What's your favorite recipes? Hit me up in the DMs. I would like to know. That way I can convey them to Infernal here. That was a solid one. That was a solid question. I enjoyed that. That was nice. Because I don't have to watch the show, but I can still enjoy things from it. Because I'm not going to. Oh god, I'm not going to watch that.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, on the list I sent you, one that piqued my interest, one from obviously watching in the show, but also just seeing like real life photos of it, was the Rainbow Tyranny. I always butcher that name. It's number 7.
Number 7. Oh.
Yeah, basically.
Tyranny.
Yeah, so basically, from my understanding, it is a French dish. Each layer, as you can tell, is a different thing, and I forget what it's supposed to like simulate.
Sushi. I don't know. Yeah.
No, wasn't sushi. I forget, but it's like each one is a different layer. So actually, I think it's supposed to simulate how some French courses are, where you like have little plates and like each one is like building on it. Each words building on each other. I think that's what this was based on. If I'm wrong, let me know. If not, cool.
If not, cool. Good stuff.
But yeah, no, it's like that's something I would love to try.
Yeah,
obviously, there's a lot of food I would want from me.
Oh yeah, no, he's totally sold for food. But all right, so that takes us into our next thing here, which is going to be our game recommendation, or the one we're looking forward to, which in this moment is one in the same, because it's Star Rail that drops.
Yes.
When this goes live, it would have been 2 days ago, but when we're recording, it's tomorrow. So we will be doing that for any fellow Honkai players out there. It's time to return to the land. Genshin wasn't for us. I know some of us went to Genshin, but it wasn't for us. But it's back. Honkai is back, baby. We're back in it.
Genshin plus Honkai Impact.
So yeah, we're definitely for that. Most likely, Infernal's probably gonna rush through it because he gets obsessed with things.
Hey.
What? It's true. As soon as I get to Laufey, I'm not leaving. I'm taking over that flagship, if any way or shape or form. I'm not leaving unless I absolutely have to, but I am basing in Laufey always. Give me all of them.
Yeah, going to start out, what from the characters you've seen, who is going to be like your main like focus on polling?
The guy with the lion. That is all that
there we go. Yeah.
He's the general, the general, then the lieutenant, and then the other one is basically the whole military. I'm getting the whole military.
You're getting the whole military.
I'm pulling a
Um,
fate on this bitch. I want all the, all the military of Lao Fei, all of them. Give me the
Mm.
like
Yeah,
in Fate.
no.
Give me all the Asian servants. Give me them all.
Yeah, no, there are so many characters. What was
But I've
his name?
actively not been looking at them, so like I just want the enjoyment of not knowing like who's there. It's like obviously it's the one when we were doing the web event, but other than that, I haven't like looked at anything or anything else or whatever.
Yeah, like obviously I've been looking at some characters. I know one that a lot of people are going crazy over is Kafka. Kind of understandably because people like the bad bitches.
Get that bitch a cannon.
Basically, now we're gonna talk about someone with a cannon. That would be Himiko, her Star Rail variant, and she has a freaking orbital cannon.
Bitches love cannons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one character that I'm keeping an eye on for whenever his whole banner comes up, I think his name was Blade. Let me see. Let me confirm. I just spelled Blade wrong. How the hell did I do that?
That's a new one.
Yeah, you know. All right, here we go. Here's a photo. Just so. Yeah, because Blade, I believe, is also in the region you want to get to as soon as possible. But like, just from like things I've seen with him, I'm like, he looks crazy. He looks like he'd be fun.
Oh yeah, no, he's bad shit. Yeah, no, he's a pretty interestingly designed individual.
Like, I definitely gotta give it to Hoyoverse with the Star Rail character designs. Yeah, like obviously, a lot of them are brought over from the Honkai games because technically they're all connected in some form. So it's like they can use the same characters. But honestly, their designs work great in Star Rail, and they look amazing. Can't wait to play.
Yep, gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Already got it installed, so now I just need to fucking it to be there so we can do the thing. So yeah. All right, and then to close this out, we are going to r/gaming, baby. Let's see what our fellow gamers in the Reddit community have to say today, and then we will do some housekeeping things, and we'll be about it. That'll be the end of our session here. So let's see. We got anything good? Also for my fighter friends, we have, let's see, Tekken's coming, and Soul Calibur. No, wait, not Tekken. Wait, is it Soul Calibur? Because the new Tekken, and there's another one. What's the other fighting game that's coming? Because Tekken 8 is supposed to be this year, but it might get pushed back, unfortunately. And then what's the other one? Is it Soul Calibur? It's coming. I don't know. Soul Calibur 7 is still... Okay, so if we are to get Soul Calibur 7, it's going to be sometime this year. Hopefully. There's another one. Is it Tenkaichi? When's Tenkaichi coming? The new Tenkaichi coming?
I don't know if they've. I know they've announced it, but I don't think they ever gave a release date. Which is upsetting because I need it now.
Let's see. They are so it's rumored to shoot for September. They're shooting for September. Will we get it? That is to be determined. But that is
Ears open.
That is what we are looking forward to in the fighting realm of games. But Tekken for sure is the big one. Because King is back, baby. King is back. and that is what we're here for. And all of the designs have been updated, and it's gonna be great. It's going to be great. So, all right, let's see here. Okay. So, something being that Steam's down. Found that the hard way, but yeah, I figured that out because we couldn't connect. Let's see. What else we have here? Here we go. Here's a good one. What would be your go-to pairing with video games? Like, you know how they're like, it's wine and steak, or you know, fish and chips, and you know, it's like Frosty, Wendy's Frosties, and their French fries. That kind. So, what would be your pairing with like a night of gaming?
A comfortable chair and noise canceling headsets.
Okay, non-edible. Okay, what about edible?
Oh, we're talking about food?
We were talking about food. The initial thing was talking about food, yes.
Okay. Well, keep in mind, whenever I'm gaming, I don't eat. So,
also reasons why to ask the question.
Let's see. I mean, obviously, most people would go with like the Doritos Mountain Dew thing. I would say, ooh, God, what would be a good snack food along with a good drink? Let's go with a root beer. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I love root beer. And I'm sticking with Doritos just because I love Doritos.
All right.
So root beer Dorito.
I'm obviously got more because your boy always is on lock.
Because you're always eating.
Yes. So, for my fatties out there of all shapes and sizes, you got a Big Mac with a medium fry and a lemonade. Because those things work perfectly together if you have a long session, a short session, or like, so you would start off with your burger when you're loading in whatever game you're doing, you know, when you're loading in through your menus, you get through like half of it, then you switch it up to your fries because you can grab and go while you're still actively playing. If you're like in a fighting game or like
just face plant into the food.
Or if you're like in between, you know, if you're like playing League or whatever, like the gray screen simulator, you know, you get you some more bites of your burger, then you hit yourself with that refreshing lemonade, get you hydrated.
The issue with League, especially when you have an Akshan on your team.
Okay.
The amount of times where I do what you're saying is like, okay, I'm in the gray screen, I'm gonna take a bite, pick up the food, take a bite, and like the moment it enters my mouth, Akshan got a kill, and I'm back alive. I'm like, ah, shit.
Well, if you choose to play hard mode with eating while playing League, that's on you. But yeah, so it's devised to be very symbiotic with your movements of gaming and timing. If you want to go to snack route, Slim Jim, and not the mini Slim Jims, like the OG long dick Slim Jims.
God.
With the sperm killer itself, Code Red.
Oh, Jesus. God. One, for those that know Hellsinger Bridge, now my brain is going to that. So screw you, Dragon. And two, I'm glad I was never a Mountain Dew kid, because like whenever I look at someone drinking, like specifically like like the variance of Mountain Dew, I'm just like I feel pain.
Oh no, it's rough. And they dropped a exclusive to Circle K that's a grape flavor, and I'm obsessed with it. But thankfully, I don't like going inside that gas station.
That's fair. The only gas station that I'm willing to go into is Wawa.
um, See, I love getting smoothies from Wawa. They have some solid smoothies.
I have yet to have those smoothies. I've had their breakfast burritos. They're pretty good.
I don't get a lot of food from there. I would get donuts from there.
When we completed the Leviathan raid.
Yes, would get donuts. Obviously Krispy Kreme's number one.
Yes.
Always and forever.
Especially when it's hot and fresh.
Yep. And then and then you know Wawa, and then reject Dunkin'.
Oh, they're gonna say Walmart.
Nah, because Walmart sells Krispy Kremes.
True. Okay, the Walmart brand donuts.
Walmart. Oh nah, see, I can't fuck with them because they be putting 13 of them motherfuckers in a box because they trying to get rid of them shits. I don't trust anyone that's giving away donuts like that.
It's like, we don't want these.
No, we made too many and no one's eating them. Here, we'll give you a bonus donut for paying less than no. Nah, something's wrong with these motherfuckers. Can't do it. Can't do it. Like, I can't do their cheese. Walmart brand cheese. I understand that most brand names of things are the same as non-brand name things. But for whatever reason, the difference that they do in the proverbial placebo that it is of branding fucks me up.
It's probably Velveeta, to be honest.
Oh no, definitely Velveeta is absolutely, utterly disgusting.
Listening. If you want to know weakness of dragon, it's Velveeta.
Yeah, but also it's my strength because then there will be vomit everywhere and I can use that as a weapon.
Okay, we don't need you going boomer on people.
I don't need to go boomer on anyone, but that's what happened in oceanography class.
Oh god.
That's how I found out that I can't eat Velveeta. So, long story short...
And this is a wet day in oceanography.
I was in oceanography. The class was boring. We had went to my brother's place after our class, and before we had to go back for oceanography, we ate Velveeta, whatever. It was hinted with dog hair because his dog was obviously near me because he loves me. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure I ate some dog hair, which is not new. And so we go to class. It's boring as hell. I'm not feeling too hot. It's hot in the classroom, per usual, being in school in Florida. And yeah, the end of class happens. I apparently dramatically slapped my hands down on the table because I was trying to get up fast enough because I knew I was going to hurl. Didn't make it, and yarfed it on the table.
Yeah, no, that's not
so that's why I can't have Velveeta. So yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm glad I never had any kind of reactions to food like that. Like, good God.
Giving a new definition to okay boomer. But yeah, no, that is the worst one that I've had. Thankfully, whatever. I did develop a mild lactose intolerance for like a week, but that was weird. It was from something else entirely different. I just became extremely burpy. More than normal burpy, because I know you know what that sounds like.
Yeah, like we were in the same apartment, and like I'm just like chilling in my room, all of a sudden you just hear, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what did you just expel?
I was like, yeah, it was the re-upping of the seals. That's all. But yeah, that was that. So let's see here. We wrap things up with a little bit of housekeeping. So if you are enjoying the fun and the ranting and the shenanery that is our episodes, and the 15 that we have isn't enough there is another 6 that is available for subscribers as long with the Discord, which is where we post our pictures from our trip and the episode from that, as well as live recordings. So if you would like to be a part of the show itself, you can do that as a subscriber. Listen into the uncut version and the bloopers, if you will. I guess technically that's what they are. It's just more of the things that happen before I hit record. You'll be able to witness that, hang out with us during that, add to the show. We would take segment suggestions actively. As you hear various in the episodes of notifications, it's because we work out of Discord for these episodes. That way it allows more people to interact with us, with the show itself, because it's supposed to be a talk show style-esque thing. So it's like phoning into the show, if you will. So if you want to be a part of that, that's $5. You can use the subscription link that is in the description. Also, we will be looking into the possibility of starting a Patreon for those who are not too thrilled about third-party processing that isn't known. Patreon is more known to people versus the Stripe that we're using currently. So if you feel that you would want to use Patreon instead, then send me a DM on Instagram or on the Reddit page, or drop it in the comments on the survey for the episodes to let me know. I need to gauge how many people are actually interested in the Patreon, because that is a process in and of itself. And also, big news, it has been decided what fans are going to be called.
Oh shit! I don't even know it.
Yep, haven't even told you yet. So everyone is discovering this currently together.
Oh my god!
And it's going to be Dracolites.
Dracolite.
So that is what our fan base is going to be called. You are all Dracolites as of today, and hope we gain more in the future. Like I said in previous episodes, I do check the analytics. The graph makes me happy every time I see it go up dramatically. We are catching steam, and it's Scheme. We're catching steam, and yeah, it's great. So we're gonna keep moving, keep adding content as we progress in our structure and our technique and whatever else you may get out of this. So happy Friday. Hope you enjoy the episode. If you aren't caught up, go listen to the rest of them. There's a lot of things that have been said, a lot of things that have been shared, a lot of fun to be had. And yeah, until the next one, as we say, you don't have to leave, but we sure are.
See you next time.